Hi, good morning. What's up, Internet? I'm Christiane Cordero, and this is the 734 from WCCO. We know most of you are on your way to work, maybe about to head out the door. So let's get you started with today's weather. Sorry about it. Single-digit temperatures this morning, 4 degrees. You saw this coming, though, right? Wind chill advisory. It is very cold outside. Felt like it was sub-zero this morning. We're topping out at 4 degrees today. Good news is we got some sunshine, and then we're dipping back down below zero tonight. We're expecting chills -15 to -20 degrees. On that note, let's talk about this. With it being the start of back-to-back super cold days in Minnesota, tell us, where in the world would you want to be right now? Would you want to be on a warm beach? Would you want to be with Jason DeRusha over in France? Or are you good being right here, bundled up right next to the Christmas tree? It's that time of year, right? What you got? Those watching on Facebook, leave us a comment. We'll get through a few of those in a moment. The sub-zero temperatures made fighting a fire in East Metro even more difficult overnight. Firefighters were called to put out a fire in the roof of a senior community townhome in Oakdale around 12:40 this morning. They had to fight two things, the flames and the ice. They got everyone out of the homes, but had some trouble getting water because one hydrant froze on them. They also had to call for help to warm up the firefighters.
Yes, so we brought in a bus from MTC just for a place to shelter the firefighters at this time. The residents are all in a community center here for the complex.
One person was taken to the hospital for evaluation. 4 units in the 12-unit building are damaged. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Funeral services are now set for 3 Minnesota soldiers killed in a helicopter crash over the weekend. Chief Warrant Officers James Rogers, Charles Nord, and Sergeant Court Plantenberg died last week. A funeral home's website says a funeral for Rogers will be held on Sunday at Howard Lake Waverly Winstead High School. The St. Cloud Times reports that a funeral for Nord will be held Monday at Perham High School, and another funeral home's website says a service for Plattenberg is scheduled for Thursday at St. John's Abbey Church in Collegeville. Army investigators are still looking into what caused the crash near Kimball. The Guard says that the flight was on a routine maintenance check. CBS News has learned Democrats are moving forward with 2 articles of impeachment against President Donald Trump. They include abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. It's all part of his conduct with Ukraine, and it follows a 10-hour Judiciary Committee hearing yesterday, which was peppered with partisan bickering, just a whole lot of back and forth there. Democrats called the president a clear and present danger to the 2020 election, and Republicans defended him as having done nothing wrong. A news conference is scheduled later this morning to formally announce the charges, and CBS News plans to carry that live in a special report. Hey, watch out for ticks, especially if you're traveling anywhere in the U.S. Lyme disease is on the rise. The number of Americans diagnosed with Lyme more than doubled over the past decade. A study of private health insurance claims from 2007 to 2018 found the biggest increase in urban areas where claims for Lyme disease increased by more than 120%. Good news for us here in Minnesota. In 2018, we had 950 cases of Lyme disease. That was actually down about 450 cases from 2017. Gopher fans looking to go down to Florida to see the U compete in the Outback Bowl, I suggest you row your boat down there because flights, they are not cheap. The Gophers will play Auburn Tigers in the Outback Bowl on January 1st in Tampa Bay. We spoke with one fan who paid more than $600 for her ticket on Saturday. Since then, prices have gone up. To fly nonstop to Tampa, round-trip tickets start at about $700. You'll also have to tack on, of course, that game ticket, which are being sold for $80 on the university website. It wouldn't be the holidays without pictures of kids crying on Santa's lap, right? A photographer in Atlanta fully embraces the tradition. Jeff Rotham used to try to get kids to smile and be happy, and then was floored when he learned many parents wanted their kids to cry. It makes for a good memory, right? He had 7,000 photo slots available over the 6 weeks, and they sold out in 10 minutes.
What age is the sweet spot?
1 to 2 is
Waterworks.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's realistic. Yeah, and this is what they do. They're not smiles and perfect.
When they get older and their kids get older, they can sit around, Christmas and share those photos and laugh about it.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. It's great photography, too. That certainly helps it kind of paint the picture there. All right, 2 new surveys suggest consumers are more interested in buying and receiving sustainable gifts this holiday season, and that's translating to huge sales of secondhand and thrifted items.
What I love about thrifting is the thrill of it, the challenge in finding something unique that everybody else isn't going to wear.
A new report from Accenture's found 48% of the people surveyed said they were willing to give secondhand apparel as gifts. The 58% said that they would welcome such gifts for themselves as well. Another report, this time by consignment store ThredUp, expects the secondhand market to grow to $51 billion by 2023 as more look to reduce their carbon footprint. The report says people are also ditching retail because of the uniqueness, the value, and the fun of the treasure hunt when shopping thrift stores. The most retweeted thing on Twitter in 2019? Any guesses what it was? Well, it is the world record egg. Remember that? I think it was around February or March. It actually started on Instagram when someone wanted to beat Kylie Jenner's world record of 18 million likes for a post. The egg post on Instagram is up to more than 50 million likes, and a similar post to Twitter aimed to break the retweet record of 5.3 million. It didn't even break a million, but still wins for most in 2019. The most tweeted about TV show was, no surprise there, Game of Thrones. Most tweeted about movie was The Avengers Endgame. Most tweeted about musicians, BTS. And most tweeted about politician is, surprise, surprise, President Donald Trump.
Our word of the year for 2019 is they. The shifting use of they has been the subject of increasing study and commentary in recent years, and especially in the past year. Lookups for they increased by 313% in 2019.
Yeah, Merriam-Webster's editor-at-large just revealed the dictionary's word of the year for 2019. They has emerged as a non-binary alternative to he and she. Searches for the word spiked in January with the rise of model Oslo Grace on top of fashion runways, and in September when Sam Smith wrote on social media that their preferred pronouns were they and them. After 91 years, a Minnesota grandfather has something he thought he'd never receive.
Did you ever think you'd get a diploma?
No. I'm positive about that.
That's Cliff Hansen. He's now an honorary high school graduate. He grew up on a livestock farm in Benson. After the 8th grade, he stopped school to help his dad, who was in failing health. Cliff saved the family farm, got married, and became a welder and a bus driver. Decades later, his story touched the heart of a nurse at Lake Ridge Care Center in Buffalo. The staff contacted Benson High School, who decided his time had finally come to graduate.
For his selfless dedication to family and community, and his willingness to forgo his formal education for the betterment of the lives of those he held dear, this honorary diploma. Congratulations, Clifford.
What a cool moment, right? We're told after getting his diploma, Cliff celebrated the day's achievement with a big family dinner, as one should. All right, let's get back to today's talker. We're bringing in WCCO's digital guy, Cole, about where we're going or if we're staying put. What are people saying, Cole?
Yeah, we have a lot of people saying Hawaii. We have Chris, Mary, Judy all saying that they want to go to Hawaii. We have Kim saying winter Texan here, 71 degrees this morning. Megan saying Costa Rica.
71 degrees, come on. That is about 73 degrees warmer than it is here.
And we have Pamela saying I'll just stay inside with my grandson where it's safe and warm. We have guys still calling me out a little bit saying only place better than here is at a warm, cozy nightclub, listening to the melodic voice of Cole Primo.
Yes, vouch for that.
And then, yeah, where would you go?
You know, this time of year, honestly, I'm okay staying here because talk to me in April. If it's this cold, then I will for sure be looking to book a plane ticket, although not to Tampa because those apparently are very expensive.
Tampa? Nice.
Yeah. What about you, Cole?
I don't know. I've always wanted to go to Miami, rent a Lamborghini, and turn on some 80s inspired synthwave music and cruise the coastline.
Yeah, that was very specific. It's as if you knew exactly what you wanted.
It's my dream.
All right. Thanks, Cole. That's it for now. This is the 734 from WCCO when most of the Twin Cities are on the go. So go ahead, make us your place for mobile news. We'll be back here tomorrow at 7:34. And until then, be nice to each other out on the internet.